This video is presented by Active Health Services, Lifemark Seniors Wellness. Please note that you should always consult with your physician prior to following this video or any exercise program. This video does not replace, nor should you interpret it as medical advice. Do not proceed with any exercises that are beyond your fitness or ability level. For safety reasons, we highly recommend that you have someone in your presence while you participate in our online videos. If you experience any pain or discomfort at any point during these exercises, please immediately stop. Never ignore or delay seeking medical attention if the pain or discomfort persists. As with any exercise program, there are risks in participating in exercise classes or videos. Participation in Lifemark Senior Wellness exercise class is done so at one's own risk. Understanding that no medical assessment or supervision is provided to determine suitability for the program. Lifemark Seniors Wellness is not responsible or liable for any harm, loss, medical problems, or other consequences you may suffer or cause resulting from the use of this video or reliance on the information provided to you in this video. By choosing to proceed with this exercise video, you are acknowledging that you understand the terms on which we are providing the exercise video and you agree to those terms. If for any reason you are not comfortable with these terms or do not fully understand them, we kindly ask that you do not proceed with the exercise program at this time. So please everyone be careful. Hello everyone, my name is Aadil. I'm a physiotherapist assistant with Lifemark Seniors Wellness, and today we're going to be doing a seated full body workout. Okay, so it's a short video. So you want to make sure that you are sitting in a good chair, in a good spot around you, you have enough room. Okay, and you also want to remember to only do exercises you are comfortable doing. Okay, so if an exercise is too hard for you, it's okay to take a break. You can pause the video if you need to take a break too. Okay, so we'll get started with a warm up. So let's make sure we're sitting up straight in our chair. Okay, we're gonna take a deep breath in through our nose, out through our mouth. One more time. Okay, now we're gonna start with a neck warm up. So turn your head to the right. We're just gonna hold. Okay, we should start feeling a stretch along the left side. Good. Now slowly turn your head to the left and hold. So same thing, you just start feeling the stretch on the right side now. Now we're just gonna do a little neck circles to warm up. So let's start making small circles to the right. Okay, slowly. It doesn't have to be too fast. If you feel dizzy, you could stop doing this. Okay. So one more time. Okay, now let's rotate our head to the left, just to warm up those neck muscles. Okay. Let's try one more time. Okay, so now we're gonna warm up the shoulders. So we'll start with shoulder shrugs. Okay, raise your shoulders up and down. Okay, always remember to go slowly and not too fast. Okay, so when you go fast, you increase the chance of the injury. Okay. So let's try a couple more shrugs, maybe 3 more. 1, 2, and 3. Good. Now we'll do shoulder rolls. So roll your shoulders forward. Okay. You can move your arms like this, or you can keep your hands on your knees and just move the shoulders, whatever you're comfortable doing. Okay. So now let's start rolling our shoulders backwards. Okay. This is a good warm up for our shoulders, and you should start feeling it a little. Okay. Just a couple more seconds. Okay. So now we're gonna warm up our arms and our biceps. So both hands on your knees. You're gonna raise your hands up to your shoulders and back down. Okay. You also want to make sure you're sitting up straight. Okay. So that means chest up, back straight. okay? If you can't go all the way up to your shoulders, that's fine. Just go as high as you can, and you could stop there. So if you can only go up to here, that's okay. You could just do this, okay? So let's try for a couple more seconds. Good. Now we're gonna warm up the wrist, okay? So arms up in front of you. Let's roll our wrist to the right. Okay, so both hands at the same time. This is just to warm up our wrist joints, loose everything up, right? Now let's roll our wrist to the left. So same thing, okay? It's good. Always remember to sit up straight, okay? You're also, now we're going to raise our hands up and down, right? So flexing our wrist and extending, okay? Now we're just gonna warm up our hands. So you're just gonna open your fingers and close. Okay, this is also a finger stretch. Okay. Let's do that for, it's good. Let's try for 3 more seconds. 1, 2, and 3. Good. So now we're gonna warm up our obliques, okay? So both hands on your knees. You're gonna raise your left hand up. You don't have to go all the way up if you can't, just this is fine. Okay, you're gonna slightly lean your body to the right. So you're not gonna go too far down, just slightly. Should feel a slight pull here. If that hurts, you don't need to do it. Okay. And now let's come back up. Raise your right hand up and slightly lean your body to the left and hold. So we should feel the same stretch and come back up, okay? Now we're gonna warm up our ankles. So you're gonna raise your left leg slightly up. You're gonna roll your ankle to the right, okay? Just making small circles. It's loosening up that ankle joint. Now let's make small circles to the left. So rotate your ankle to the left. Okay. Okay. Now raise your right leg up and rotate your ankle to the right. So we're doing the same exercise, but for our right leg. Okay. And now rotate your ankle to the left. Loosening up the ankle joint. It's good. Okay. So now we're going to do some marching. So let's start marching. Okay. Now when you march, you don't want to raise your knees too high. Okay. So just slightly up and back down. You can move your arms too if you like. Okay. And now we're going to start running. Oh yeah. So run as fast as you can, but not too fast. Okay. Let's try this for a couple more seconds. 2, 3, 4, and 5. Good. Take a deep breath into your nose, out through your mouth. One more time. Okay. So that was a warm up. Now we'll start the exercise. Okay. So first few exercises, we're going to focus on the shoulders. So make sure you're sitting up straight. We're going to raise our arms up and back down, okay? This is good for our shoulders, but you also want to remember that you only want to go as high as you can, and that's okay too, okay? So if you can only go this high, that's fine, okay? You can raise your arms up and back down. So let's try a couple more times. Always remember to sit up straight, okay? Posture is key to preventing injury. Okay, let's try it 2 more times. 1 and 2. Good. So now we're going to make small circles going forward with our arms. Okay. You don't want to make big circles, right? So this would be a big circle. You don't want to do that because we don't want to do any injuries, right? So make sure you're sitting up straight while doing this, and make sure you're going slowly. You don't want to go too fast, okay? Now let's start making circles going backwards. Okay, same thing, but we're going backwards. So we should start feeling our shoulders warmed up at this point, also our arms, right? Let's try for a couple more seconds. Okay. This next move, we're going to punch forward. Okay. This is forward flexion of our shoulders. So always remember when you're punching forward, you're not punching too hard, right? We're not going to punch too fast, just slow. Okay. Okay. Now we're going to start punching up. Okay. So always remember to go as high as you can, but only as high as you can. So if you can only go up this high, then that's it. Okay, you can just go up here and back down, and that's fine too. Okay, let's try this for a couple more seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Now we're going to do cross punches. So you punch to the opposite direction. So let's start doing that too. Okay. For this exercise, you want to remember not to twist too much. Okay. So you should only be moving your arms to the opposite direction. You shouldn't be moving your body with. Okay. So your body, you're still sitting up straight. Okay. Let's try this. A couple more seconds. Okay. That's good. This next exercise is good for our shoulder blades and our shoulders. So you're gonna bring your arms to the side. Okay, your elbows gonna be close to you. You're gonna bring your hands out to the side. You should feel a squeeze in your shoulder blade, and then come back. Okay, so let's do that for a couple times, and back out. You don't want to go too fast, right? So that's why we hold it for a second and come back in. Try not to hold your breath while doing this too. Okay, so you can exhale going out and inhale coming in. Okay. Exhale through the mouth. Inhale through the nose. Okay. Let's try 2 more times. Ready? Good. Now we're going to work on the core a little. So we're going to raise your arms up to the side. You're not going to go all the way to the right. We're just going to slightly turn to the right and then slightly turn to the left. Okay? We're not going to go too fast also. The speed is okay. We're going to go to the left. You're going to hold a little. Now you're going to turn to the right and hold a little. Okay. The reason why we don't want to go too fast is we don't want to pull anything, okay, like our muscles. Okay. Let's try this a couple more times. Okay. And always remember to sit up straight. So one more time. Okay. Now we're going to do trunk flexion. So cross your arms. You're going to make sure you're sitting up straight. Okay. We're going to exhale through our mouth, leaning slightly forward. So we're not going to go all the way down, just slightly forward. Inhale, coming back up. Okay. You can keep your core tight too, and then okay, so that's what it looks like. So let's try doing a couple of these. The reason why you don't want to go all the way down is because we don't want to lose our balance, right? And we don't want to risk falling out of our chair too. Okay. So as you exhale going down, you should feel the tightness in your core. And then inhale coming up. Let's try 2 more times. Good. Okay. Now we're going to do trunk rotation. So arms up in front of you. We're going to make circles going to the right. So it doesn't have to be big circles. It can be small circles. It's also like stirring a pot. Okay. You want to make sure you're moving slowly and you're moving with your core. So upper body only. Right? You're sitting up straight. So your chest is up. Right? It's good. Now let's start making circles going to the left. It's the same thing, but we're going to the left. You can feel your core engaging as you're turning. Okay. Let's try this 3 more times. So that's 1, 2, and 3. Good. So now let's start marching again. Okay. So remember, we're not lifting our knees too high. Okay, just slightly up and down. And we can move our arms too if we'd like. Okay, so now we're going to start going a little faster. Okay, so let's increase the speed. That's good. And now let's start running. Okay, so you don't want to run too fast. Okay, you want to get the heartbeat going a little bit. Okay, so we're still running. If you need to take a break, you could. Okay, let's run for 5 more seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Deep breath into your nose, out through your mouth. 1 more time. Okay. Now we're going to focus on the lower extremity. We're going to start with our hips. So make sure you're sitting up straight in the chair. It's good to place your hands on armrest if you have, or on the side of your chair for these exercises. Okay, we'll start with hip flexion. We're just going to slightly raise our left leg up and back down, then raise our right leg up and back down. Okay, so it's going to look like this. You want to make sure you don't go too high. Okay, if you go too high, you can feel the tightness, and sometimes it can cause a cramp, and that's what we don't want, right? Good. So as you raise your legs up, you should feel some tightness in your quadriceps. Okay, and that's okay. That's what we should be feeling. Okay, let's try this for 3 more times. So that'd be 1, 2, and 3. Good. Now we're going to do hip abduction. So both hands on the side of your chair. You're going to bring your left leg slightly out and back in. Okay. The reason why I'm saying slightly out is because you don't want to go too far out where you cause an injury, right? So it's okay to just go a little bit out and back in. Okay. Make sure you're sitting up straight. Okay. Let's try this 3 more times. 1, 2, and 3. Good. Now with the right leg, bring it slightly out and back to the center. Okay. So same exercise as we did with the left leg. Just doing it with the right this time. Remember to only go as far as you can. Okay. Let's try 3 more times. 1, 2, and 3. It's good. The next move, we're going to make small circles going to the right. So here you can rotate your leg. So both hands on the side of your chair, we're rotating our leg. Okay. If you want, you can also keep your leg up a little and do it this way. Whichever way is comfortable for you. You can make circles going this way, or you can leave your legs facing this way. Okay. Now let's start making circles going to the left. Okay. Same thing. You should start feeling the tightness in your quadriceps here again. Okay. If it's too tight for you, you can stop this and take a break. Okay. Let's try 2 more seconds. 1 and 2. Good. Now with the right leg, you can start making circles going to the right. Okay, it's the same thing. Always make sure you're sitting up straight and you're making small circles, okay, not big circles. Okay, now let's start making circles going to the left. The reason why I say small circles, because you don't want to cause injury. I know I say that a lot, but it's good to remind ourselves, right? So let's try this for a few more seconds. 2 and 3. Good. Now we're going to work on our knees, okay? So both hands on the side of your chair. You're going to raise your left leg up and back down. So it's sort of like kicking, right? But we're not going to go too fast, okay? Just slowly up and back down. The toes pointed up. You feel tightness in the quadricep as you go up and back down, okay? Let's try this for 5 times. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Good. Now with the right leg. So raise your right leg up and back down. Okay. So it's the same exercise. We're sitting up straight. We're not going too fast. It's good. We're feeling the tightness in the quads. Okay. Let's try 5 more seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Good. So now we're going to work on the feet. Okay, we'll work on our dorsiflexors. So we're going to raise our toes up and back down like this. Okay. Now you don't want to go too fast. Okay, we don't want to cramp anything. So it's up and back down. You can even bring it up and hold and come back down. Okay. Now we'll work on our plantar flexors. So now we're going to raise our heels up and back down. Okay, so same thing, just a different side of the foot. Okay, let's try that for a couple times. And always remember, you're sitting up straight. Okay, 2 more times. Okay, now let's start marching again. Okay, so we're marching, we're not raising our knees too high. Okay, we're sitting up straight. Our arms are moving along. Okay. Now let's start running a little. Okay. So we're not running too hard, just enough where our heart rate gets elevated a little. Okay. Let's start running for 5 more seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Deep breath into your nose and out through your mouth. 1 more time. Okay, so now we're going to do some stretching to end the exercise. It's always important to stretch to prevent injury. Okay, so first stretch we're going to do is for the wrist. So you want to raise your left hand up, place your right hand in front of your left fingers. You're going to pull back and hold. You should feel a stretch under your forearm and your wrist. Okay, then come back down. Now raise your right hand up, left hand in front of your right fingers, pull back and hold. So same stretch. Don't pull back too much, okay? Feel the stretch, and come back down. Let's do a finger stretch again. So open your fingers and close. Okay, it's good. Let's try that for 2 more times. So 1 and 2. We'll do a shoulder stretch now. So bring your right hand to your left shoulder, your left hand to your right elbow. Now you want to bring the elbow up to the left side and just hold. You should feel a stretch in your shoulders and your deltoid. Okay, just hold that for a few seconds. Okay, bring it back down. Now bring your left hand to your right shoulder, right hand to your left elbow. I'm going to bring the elbow up to the right and hold. And remember, if you can't go all the way up, that's okay. You can also bring it down. Okay. And just hold and back down. Okay. We're just going to do a side stretch again. So you can raise your left hand up, slightly lean your body to the right and hold. Okay. Just feeling that stretch. Now come back up, raise your right hand up, lean your body to the left and hold. Remember not to lean too far, okay? And come back up, good. Now we'll do some leg stretching. So both hands on your left knee, you wanna raise your knee slightly up and hold, okay? You should feel something at your quadriceps here, okay? Let's hold for a few seconds. 3, 2, and 1. Down. Now both hands on your right knee. You want to lift the leg up and hold. So again, we're not lifting too high, and we're not pulling too hard. Okay, we're still sitting up straight. Few more seconds. 3, 2, and 1. And back down. Final stretch we'll do is for hamstrings. Okay, so you want to extend your left leg forward. You can place your left hand under your left knee, okay? You're gonna slightly lean forward, okay? So you're not gonna go all the way down. You're gonna slightly lean forward. You should start feeling a stretch in your hamstring. So let's hold that stretch for a few seconds, okay? So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, okay? Now extend your right leg forward, right hand under your knee, slightly lean forward and hold. So we don't go all the way down because we don't want to risk hurting our back or losing our balance, okay? Hold for 5 more seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Let's take a deep breath in through our nose, out through our mouth. One more time. Okay, and that was our seated exercise video. Thank you for joining, and I hope you have a great rest of your day. Please remember to drink plenty of water. Have a good day.